So, this is my disclaimer. All this shit is alleged. These are my factual opinions. I don't believe anything I'm saying. So, you can go argue with yourself in the comments. Peace. This is the Elephant in the Room Factual Opinion Podcast. I'm Carlo, a.k.a. Lou Morningstar. I'm here with some good friends of mine.
Atlas, what's happening, everybody?
Joe, my guy.
Black Mamba. What's up, everybody?
And 9 times out of 10, I ain't got no goddamn topic. So what we gonna do, I got some footage where we gonna just play the audio. And it's pretty fucking interesting. And because the way the world going now is digital. And I'm not real privy to a lot of that information or how that works. I'm still, give me my money, but to survive in the system, you're gonna have to be able to operate within it.
For sure.
But I forgot what this guy's name is. But I'm just gonna play the audio and here we go.
If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it.
That's great.
I know. 100%. If you knew who owned Bitcoin or who started Bitcoin, you had Bitcoin, you couldn't sleep at night.
Whoa.
I know. 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
One day.
And a microsecond, whoop, like that. If you
Microsecond.
One microsecond.
Yeah. That's scary for the simple fact if everything does go digital and everything you own is digital as far as your finances, whoever in control of the button could just say boop and run off with whatever they got.
Yeah, because that was my thing too with Bitcoin. Like when I understood the concept of Bitcoin, so I was like, basically the concept is we just saying what we got. It ain't nothing hard. I can't put Bitcoin in your
We just
hand.
all agreeing this we gonna use this.
You got 30,000? All right, I got 30,000. So we agree that we got 30,000. All right, let's invest that 30,000. So like you said, if you knew what Bitcoin is all about, it's just in the air. It's digital money.
So basically,
It's taken away.
It's just like
Suspect.
it's suspect than a motherfucker because I can't put my hands on it. It ain't tangible, even though they got these tangible Bitcoins, right? But if Bitcoin costs $60,000 for one coin, okay, I get the coin. But what if I want to get my car painted? It don't cost $60,000 to get my car painted, but I can't pinch off a piece of this goddamn coin to pay you to paint my shit.
And then you gotta only use that Bitcoin system in order to use the Bitcoin.
But I don't know, does that go for the same with all crypto?
I don't know about all crypto. But they got them Bitcoin. Because like they even fool you. Like, why the hell y'all got a Bitcoin ATM in the gas station? I'm like, who's using that for real?
I'm beginning to see that too.
Yeah,
Okay, so if you go to the Bitcoin ATM, what you getting out? Like, what is it gonna give you? Is it gonna give you another promissory note?
Yeah, or a percentage of your investment. Like,
That's what I'm saying. But you're gonna have to have something
yeah.
to say I took this off of them. That's money, right?
Yeah.
So why put it in there? Why even play that game where the shit go up and down and play with your money?
Yeah.
When you can put your shit wherever you want to put it and it could just stay $20 the whole time.
And when you really look at the big picture, it's like they trying to push everybody away from raw material. Oh no, don't worry about gold no more or silver or those type of things that gain value. Let's just put your money into the unknown.
I mean, if the world go there, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because they making it well. I ain't gonna say they making it. I'm gonna say it's at a point. In certain places, you can't go in the store. You can't. You know, you got everything got to be clean and whoop. So you go online and order your groceries.
Yeah, everything.
So ain't no cash exchange there.
No.
They drop it off. Ain't no contact. You know, so if it becomes that, then we all just gonna have to agree. Well, this the new currency.
Basically.
But if it ain't that, what they gonna do about the dollar? Because at this point, I'm sure everybody knows that there is not enough gold in the safe to back the amount of money being printed right now.
No, I think as of right now, the American dollar don't have no weight in gold. Like it's been took off the gold market. We
Right.
make the value of money.
Fiat money system. It started in
Yeah, it's
1971.
Yeah.
Right. So at this point, if they keep printing money, ain't that counterfeit?
Not necessarily
Not necessarily.
counterfeit, but basically,
The only
with the
re-
price of inflation, the money will begin to eventually lose its value, and that's what's going to take the fiat money system down. There's not been a good end to the fiat money system. There's never
Not
been
ever.
where it
always
works out.
crashes.
It's always.
It
Everything
fails every
has-
time.
What I mean by counterfeit is they know that it holds no weight, but they still print it to keep the trick going. But if I print some, that I'm going to the Fed.
Oh yeah, and then they changed up the
Like
pattern of
Ponzi
the money
scheme.
every other couple of years.
It's all a big Ponzi scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
But
Yeah.
they print money, and we all still accepting that this is what's up.
Because you know it's all about society and our concepts and you know what we see is you know what it takes to survive. It's like all right, since we already got you caught up in this 99 cent, this costs $100. We already got you caught up in the dollar system, so we can take the value away from it and it's just gonna move by itself.
The only reason the dollar is prevalent right now is because we operate under the system that says it's prevalent.
Yeah.
Because we all step outside of that box. We say what it is, and somebody did that with cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
My thing about that is, I don't know who they are, and they could be the same motherfuckers that played us with the dollar.
Basically, because even Buddy said, if you were to find out who started Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you can. I'm like, God damn, that was my first time hearing that too, by the way. So,
But you know how we is. It take for them to tell us
Yeah.
what's up. Because if I tell a nigga, that nigga don't know what the fuck he talking
I
about.
swear.
He ain't got no money. How he
Or
gonna
like I
tell
say, I just wait for the day. So the day when Bitcoin go from like this and just drop and disappear, I'm be like, oh, why y'all not talking about Bitcoin no more?
Exactly.
And then there's so many cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, man, companies coming about
Accord,
anyway.
Accord got a cord.
Yeah.
So I don't like the non-tangible, because what that does is it ties all into being chipped and shit.
Yeah, they want
Yeah.
take out
They have
interaction.
to make sure that you in this box where, okay, we know where you work at. So we gonna put you trade your hours of your life for this amount of digital currency so you can trade and survive, right? Any other currency you get outside of that, you can't use here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to be locked into the system, which would be the chips and whatnot, which, you know, we all got social security numbers and
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Birth
And we all
certificate.
got a bank card with the little chip on
We
it.
all locked in as far as they go.
Yeah.
But anything outside of that is illegal up under that umbrella. So, in layman terms, slavery, motherfucker, is what it is.
Oh
Basically.
yeah, just modern day. It's just it's like one of the comments with you know what we talked about earlier. Technology has surpassed humanity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like technology moves so fast, and humanity we ain't really catching up with it, so it's kind of like,
Well, you see, everything is easy for us, so you know, I don't gotta learn how to do that. I could just go on YouTube and watch a video.
Yeah.
But if they turn that off, you dead because we got no skill.
no skill. Because even like I was thinking about like our generation, we was like the last of the Mohicans to where when you learned stuff, you had to go to the bookstores, and then it ain't like you found that kind of information in Barnes and Noble or you know in the library. You was like you had to know people or somebody sold that book. You know that's how you had to search for information. But then it's like it went from you had to search for information, but now we're just gonna bombard you with everything, the truth, the lies, and it all.
Push of a button.
Yeah, at a push of a button.
And confuse the shit out
And
of you.
confuse the
So you
shit
will
out
have
of
to
you.
depend on us to tell you what's what. But you know, like I was saying, even in the Bible, it says God made Lucifer perfect. So by Lucifer being perfect, he can see the flaws in God. So if AI and technology becomes perfect,
Yeah, they see the flaws in
it's
humanity.
gonna be, and being that humans created it, which makes human God, that created tech is going to correct God, and humanity is going to say technology is bad. That's why Lucifer is the bad guy. And speaking of technology, I saw a AI rapper. Did you guys see that?
Yeah,
AI
the
rap?
other day. Yeah.
Nah.
Yes, my nigga. It's an AI, an artificial intelligent robot rap.
To where they can make it freestyle and they can break down
My
words.
nigga, I heard the song. Did you hear the song, fam?
What?
If I didn't know no better, it's just the next new nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elon Musk said we got to be aware of that artificial intelligence. That shit will overpower us and override
you
us,
use machines for
overthink us,
everything,
any
for
type of
for your
thing,
blood
any
pressure.
type of
Yeah,
way.
Read your heart rate.
Because
Scan
it
your whole
play
body.
chess at a high dimensional level.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever seen the robots playing chess?
Oh yeah.
Man, you know I ain't that good at it anyway. But you know, of course, you got to be so many steps ahead.
Oh yeah, you gotta think a
To
couple
the
moves
game,
ahead for sure. That's what the best checker player do.
So if you type into a computer a question, it's gonna go through millions of scenarios.
oh yeah, it do the searching for you.
You can't do that.
No,
You know, it'll take you how many
it's
years?
Capable.
You go through those scenarios to see the outcome if I take this way or that way.
Research, yeah.
And now it's readily available. And they got the virtual school.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. It's kind of like this, even like with the whole COVID. It's like all of the conspiracy theorists and all of the end of the worlders and all of the movies that depicted this. It's like, oh man, it all played out. Virus hit the world. Then once the virus hit the world, we all ran in the house, and then that's when it started.
And yeah, they be like, oh, the Bible predicted it. No, nigga, that ain't prediction. That's a TV program you watching the Holmes. That was written to happen because it's in place.
Basically, it's logical. When you think outside the box, it's supposed to happen like that.
So you were saying earlier about the transsexual.
Oh yeah, the transgender. A law was just passed, and transgender athletes have the right to compete with the gender that they choose. Basically, a female transgender can compete with our girls.
So all I have to do is say
Fair
I identify.
competition.
Yeah, and
I identify.
put me a wig over and I'm out there.
I'm saying, why put a wig on? It's women with short hair. I remember the last lady that burnt her hair had a whole ass goatee.
Yeah.
So why I just can't say I identify as a woman? I ain't finna go cutting nothing off, but I want to play in the WNBA.
Yeah. And there's nothing against the transgender community or anything of that nature. It's just I don't feel like boys should compete against girls.
I know, but I think that's a touchy subject because right now we were living in a time where a lot of things are changing. You know what I'm saying? And
I
Just think about the future, what that means for the future. that would basically extinct the female
It's kinda
athlete.
it's like running down a rabbit hole.
Wouldn't be a female athlete in 40 years.
You know why it's gonna be a
It
female
just be an
athlete in 40
be an
years?
athlete.
Because it's finna be a female president. It's some females in a lot of positions right now if you ain't paying attention.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of them. Oh, it's a whole lot of them.
So I don't know how that's gonna work out because I saw something also where two men can now have a child together. They take the sperm from one and the skin cells from the other, which make an egg, and whoop de whoop, and however else they figure out how to do what a woman naturally does.
But I also heard that they got the technology too now to where they can remove the womb from the woman, the ovaries, and place them inside the male.
Wow.
No, they got all kinds of technology right
Okay.
now.
Wow.
Now you got Mr. C.
Yeah.
Y'all seen him?
That's amazing.
No, I don't know who that is.
Well, for those who don't know who Mr. C is, he started out as Big Daddy Kane's DJ. But, you know, he ended up being a DJ on the radio with Funk Flex and all them niggas.
Yeah.
And he the one keep getting caught with the trans.
Oh, yeah. I
Mr.
did see
C.
that. And he had the little interview with Buddy. He said he like trans or whatever.
Yeah.
He let him suck them off, but he really never had sex. Oh, but I also heard another one of these radio shows I listen to where people just be sex addicts. It really ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, yeah, of course you got that. But where I was going was, since they can now put the ovaries and whatnot and swap them out and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Prosthetics, you know, hormones and whatnot.
Yeah.
So if you make the full transition to a woman, you got everything a woman has now.
Yeah.
Is it a woman?
No, I think the chromosomes.
I mean, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying,
I think that
do they got to tell you they ain't?
No, man, I'm saying if they got everything, it's like what?
So they don't got to tell you when you meet them.
it's just like
I'm
getting
just saying.
it's just like getting one of these.
So if
Chrysler.
you fall in love with it,
It's just like getting a Chrysler and putting a Bentley sign on the front.
not quite.
You should tell.
It's
you
like
know,
getting
you
a
should
Chrysler.
tell him if
It's like
if
getting
he
a
driving
Chrysler
not.
and changing the frame.
It's like getting a Chrysler, but then putting a Bentley frame on a Chrysler motor.
You know they do that. They call them replicas.
Yeah.
Like they'll take a Z360. Excuse me. What is it? The Z300.
I have no idea.
And they'll put a Lambo body on there.
Oh, okay.
And it look everything Lambo except the engine and the chassis and whatnot.
Chassis.
But
I can see
it got
that.
all the parts.
Yeah.
So you can buy one for like $10,000. And I seen one before, and the only reason I knew something was wrong because it wasn't a stick. I mean, the gift ship was in the flow,
Yeah.
but this was, come on, man. So if you make the full transition, so you now are a woman.
Yeah, do that. Do you have to tell the person? I mean,
Because I remember that happened on Jerry Springer. The nigga was just a cross dresser, but he didn't know that was a woman.
Yeah.
And he went on TV to tell him. And he took that a certain type of way. And he
that's-
showed him
that's
on that
the-
dough stuff and whacked him.
Yeah, I still say that's a touchy situation.
That's a touchy situation.
Cause I'm like, if I've been with her, she'd had my seed. Then we laid in the bed one night. We about 50, and she said, "Baby, what's up? My name really Jermaine. What? We done had 2 kids.
It's
If
gonna
it,
get tricky as hell. in the
Now you
future.
gonna tell me we
hard
50
core.
years old? We 50-some years old. We laying in the bed. He gonna look up at me after we had these children in life. Say, baby, I was born. My name was James. That's crazy, bro.
so, cause I don't care either way.
Yeah, to each his own.
Yeah, deep
But
down,
my
bro.
thing is, now it's not just on the surface. When you meet somebody, it ain't just like I met a woman, you know. Like watching TV and the internet these days, I don't believe shit I even see no more.
I swear. I don't know.
You have to
You know what I'm
question
saying?
everything now.
Yeah, 'cause
Had to
people want to
fact check
debate.
everything
I'd rather
now.
sit in the crib
Man,
beside
even the fact checking is still using left.
I swear. I'd rather
So
You
sit
have
in
to
the
be
room
your own
beside
fact checker.
Yeah, you got to
nowadays.
use some serious discernment, my
Yeah.
nigga,
You
because
have to actually be your own fact checker.
what if you having a debate about the wonderful things the president is doing right now, right? You like him, I don't, right? So 2-3 years from now, we find out the president that wasn't even him the whole time. It was like people playing. It was actors with masks on in front of the camera, pushing some agenda by somebody we don't see. But we thanking Sleepy Joe for our stimulus, which came from the orange dude anyway. But you see what I'm saying?
No stimulus, man.
What I'm saying, bro, do you see the web we get twisted up in where it ain't what you think it is no more? Like, it ain't as simple
It
as
isn't.
It's like people get caught up in $1,400, yo. Do you know how much money you pay taxes and how much taxes you have paid in your lifetime?
Just
Or
in a year.
even if you look at it, and if you were to take not even every voter, I'm talking about every person that holds a social security number and give them all $1,400, it don't add up to 1.9 trillion. And then you got to think about even when they kick
could
it
have
out.
just gave us all $1 million though,
Hey,
right?
look, it's millions of people that don't file taxes. It's millions of people that owe child support. You got to think about all these different effects that's in it. Man, there's so much money floating out here right now. It's crazy.
Is it though? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
is it money really floating out here, or is that
Oh,
just
yeah.
an illusion?
Nah, it's not an illusion.
It is, and it's an illusion.
We just got
It's
through
both,
saying it
though,
ain't
but
enough
it's
gold to
both,
back the
though.
money they
But
print,
it's
right? Why
both,
niggas
though.
got money running down their arm,
But
you
it's
feel me?
both.
Because they're not
though.
worried about the gold.
both, though.
We're in another type of money system now. We don't have to have it backed by gold.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just
We
back
just
home.
all agree that we gonna fuck with that.
And that's how Bitcoin
the
ran.
entire
'Cause
world
everybody, because everybody
is on
agrees
that
with
system. It
Yeah,
just basically
man.
goes off my word.
it. I'm here getting
That's what it
twisted
goes
on the
off. No
show.
silver, no diamonds, no type of materials or anything backs it. Only your word.
Only your word.
That's
'Cause I
why
got
it loses it.
'Cause I
That's
got
why
it.
like inflation and things like that usually bring it down. Depressions and shit like that and super inflation.
Yeah.
That's what brings this money system down. And it look
Yeah,
like
no,
we
it's all
headed there
tied
now
in.
because we print way too much damn
Everything
money. It's gonna
tied in.
lose its
and
value.
Then think about this too. If they could give all the American taxpayer $1,400, including your kids, do you think that black folks could have been and got reparations? They could have just did give me $2 trillion real quick. Let me give all the black folks in America
Look, man.
$4,000, and let's call it quits. We sorry for this goddamn slavery shit. Let's move on.
I'm just gonna say, black folks, we whoever the fuck they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
All
That
this,
shit got fucked
all
up,
this,
too.
give me and let me shit. That shit got to motherfucking go. Cause if it don't motherfucking go, then we slaves, bro. That's it, point blank.
Real.
At some point, either we just gonna have to go and get the chip and the vaccine and fall in line, or we gonna have to say fuck that and we go to Zion and we bucking. And you know, if that's gonna kill me, I'd rather die like this.
I know, but I think we need to really just have. It's really you got to get into the what's the word I want to use? The economical realm of it. Like unless you making money, unless you owning some banks, unless you running some facilities,
Let me
unless
ask you
you
a
really
question.
got a forefront on the run. It's like what you got to say.
only
You just
make
a
up
vote or you just
13% out there.
yeah.
Let me ask you a question then.
We spend the most.
All the
And we spend the most
All-
money, like you
spend the
say.
most.
throughout history, right? Every powerful empire or society that ever been, how did they become that?
Oh, so many
War.
ways. I mean,
Not taking it.
They took that shit. And if we ain't taking shit, we sitting here, whoever the fuck we is,
my
we sitting here waiting for Uncle Joe to give us,
$1,400.
man, fuck them niggas, man.
Yeah, but if we looking at it like that, then it's a war that we can't win. We can't get in that type
Hey,
of
my
war.
nigga, so-
it depends on what type of war we gotta
It-
be
yeah, it's
visual.
different.
vigilant
It's
of
wars on
what type
different
of
levels.
War
Yeah.
we play and what type of war we get into.
It's spiritual war
Yeah.
going on,
For sure.
biological,
Yeah, always.
I mean, bro, it's on every level you can imagine. It's
Yo,
war.
I had thought about it on the simple shit one time when I was driving in my car and I was noticing all of these, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say black folks, but everybody got on slippers, house shoes. And I was like, what the fuck? You know how many feet, you know what I'm saying? Just the concept of people walking around in house shoes and flip flops, they walk on the street, you ain't gonna be able to run. You know what I'm saying? You tearing up your body. I'm like, who started this trend to walk around in house shoes?
Man, who started the trend of shoes, nigga?
Real
There was
shit.
no shoes at one point.
Your shoes do flatten your feet.
Your feet ain't made like your shoe.
Yeah, for sure.
Trust me. Jordan made that shoe for his foot.
For sure.
You
And
feel
you
me?
just putting it on your foot.
For the sake of optics. You know what I'm saying?
Like, them bitches look good. Like, I can't wait to get home and take these bitches off. They tight as a motherfucker.
I mean, we all. I see females in the club. I home with girls, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
we leave out the club, they taking them things
in
off.
the parking lot.
Woo,
Brother
this
was
for
just talking
optics.
about that shit
Yeah.
the other day. He done bought a
that's
damn
crazy.
13 and he wear 14 and a half. So Michael Jordan.
Oh,
too.
nigga, when I was little, nigga, any hand-me-down shoe nigga give me with
Oh,
a
yeah,
name brand.
that was the game.
I'm
back
squeezing
then.
my
Yes,
foot.
sir.
I remember I had some
Hurt
Reebok
like
running
hell on the
shoes.
bus. Before you get off the bus.
Nigga, I'm squeezing my foot in them shoes. nigga.
Pinky told me he heard all day I'm sitting in school, just kick half my foot out there.
My cousin had gave me some Nike one time, and I was at summer camp. I ain't gonna never forget this shit. I had some damn near brand new shoes at home, but they were some Cougars. Boy, I don't know if y'all went to summer camp like Central Avenue where I went to shit, but you do not want to go in there with them Cougars. Cause boy, kids is brutal.
Yeah.
But I had these Nikes and there was a hole in the bottom. But you can only see the hole in the bottom if I'm sitting on the floor at my foot. And we were sitting on the floor at my foot.
That ain't
And the
shit.
counselor was picking at me.
That
They'll
ain't
say the
shit.
council. What the hell
That
you
ain't
doing?
This
shit.
nigga grown.
That ain't shit.
I was like,
One day at school, nigga, I had some hand-me-down shoes that had been worn probably multiple times. Picture walking down the hallway, playing with your friends, and all of a sudden, basically it's only an inch of your soul still on the shoe. So every time you walk, it just go
oh yeah, I had
all the way
something.
down the hall.
We used to call it we used to say your shoe talking, nigga.
That's why I had to make sure I had my fight game. I'm gonna have to beat your ass. You can leave me alone.
I wasn't a fighter back then.
I wasn't
I
either,
wasn't a
but
fighter back then.
I had some
Those
friends. I had some friends that would let you pick on me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to call them low.
Oh man, hey, but that's deep too, though, man. We grew up, man. It's like the kids these days, bro. They can't accept rejection. I ain't never heard of bullying. I mean, you know, when I was getting bullied when I was young, you really was getting your ass whooped or something. And then as soon as you fought or stood up for yourself, it was over with. But this new age, I'm like, man, why y'all so sensitive?
It's teasing, basically, is
Yeah.
what it was
And then
back
you
in the
look at
day.
these
Yeah,
days,
they
they
just
even got
teasing
no
each
jokes.
other,
I'm like,
man.
yo, I thought you was getting bullied. I joked the shit out your
Bullying
ass real quick.
is
Yeah.
physical. That's what I
Man,
think.
that's the society, what our society growing into, because of it being so superficial.
Yeah, yo, it's like sensitive as
If
hell.
nobody had shit, then what are we comparing shit to, and why is that shit important? Like, this ain't the best segue, but this is something I've been asking motherfuckers and they can't answer. So, the orange dude pardoned these rappers and shit, right?
Yeah,
What made them niggas special?
because they was on a.
Cause
Because they was on a highlight, you
explain it
know.
to me.
Because they were entertainers. Because they was, you know.
There's a lot of
on the
entertainers
highlight.
in jail. What
I know.
made them niggas first?
They was on the top of the list, bro.
I just knew nobody was gonna answer that.
I can answer it for you.
List, I'm telling
Please
you.
answer
I
that.
think I can answer it for you. But actually, the FBI has mounted an investigation against Trump for basically being paid for these pardons. And
know-
the investigation
Who
is
you say?
ongoing.
Who you say doing that?
The FBI.
Do you know them niggas ain't really part of the government? You know them niggas be
Oh,
doing
no,
their own
they was
thing.
never a part of the government.
Nah,
Well, the
FBI
government-
was
They're
never
their
a part
own
of the
entity.
government.
Right,
Yeah.
the CIA too,
Yes, sir.
and the government that we talking about with who is in power on TV. We looking at That's a corporation. That's not the republic, which what the orange dude represented, and why so many motherfuckers was like, nah, if these the two niggas we got to pick from, we don't want to go with the corporation because the corporation is fucking robbing us and enslaving us. At least this nigga gonna let you keep your guns. You know, it's some shit that I can relate to going on that he's saying. So the FBI and the CIA is on some renegade shit, and all these entertainers that y'all following, I don't give a damn if sports, that's entertainment too. They all agents. Facts.
Special motherfucking agents.
They all CIA, FBI officers.
Special agents.
You can't even be rich unless you is
because it was just so many other people. You could have pardoned Max B. So what's my man name? C Murder.
Well, they said he couldn't pardon C Murder because C Murder is under state.
In that state, yeah. He can only.
Because I think Louisiana is a what they call them, a Commonwealth state. Ain't it?
But don't get me the line.
Oh.
Neither.
All this shit already alleged. All this is my factual opinion. I don't believe.
Oh, it's
shit
damn
I'm
sure
saying.
my opinion. Shit. We say argue with yourself in the comments.
Yeah, but it's the trick is up. I seen the video, Joe Biden walking, and the top of his head just disappeared. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I thought about that's CGI. That ain't him. Seen another video where the people all standing out there with the mics and shit. He walked up sidewalk to the mics, and his hand go through the mic. This is green screen.
Yeah, we already know what the business is, man.
So why the fuck is niggas arguing about the $1,400?
Man, I don't even think the president be in the motherfucking White House. Let's just be honest. The president don't even be in the White House. That's just a place for you to see.
I think there's shit going on there that ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
The president ain't even in the White House. Motherfuckers be out there with
When them niggas raided the White House, they ain't show but one side of the motherfucker.
They always show one side of the motherfucker. Them same stairs, that same lawn.
How you got the White House surrounded and y'all just in the front? That ain't surrounded. What are other angles for the camera? But if it's all illusion, it ain't worth arguing about. I am that I am, the creator. So if we creating it spiritually,
I think that's what people leave out of it. We don't even understand.
We all see
concept.
That's what they want you to leave out of it, because that's where they lose it.
It's like I'm a part of everything.
We can't beat them
All
with
this
guns.
exists with
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know that. That's why religion was created anyway, so they can control your spirituality.
Yeah.
That's like why so many of our black leaders are assassinated, because they know
They
can never unite with powerful people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And people don't believe in vibrations. Vibrations is
More
motherfucker.
energy.
Vibrations can move things
Move things.
physically.
Everything is vibration. Everything we talking is vibration.
Yeah, sound, light.
Vibration.
Yeah.
Sound frequency.
Yeah, nigga, the light bounce off. And we catch.
Yeah, light vibration.
It's all science, math.
Checkmate.
But we want the new Jordans. I think I would get me a pair. I'm just bullshit. I don't know what's coming out, but on this realm that we live, whatever you want to call it, life.
Yeah, on your survival level.
I mean, just
everybody survived
on the level that we all agree that we in right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Earth or whatever.
For sure. It's a hell of a time. You better survive out this bitch, boy, by any means necessary.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you gotta survive. Yo.
So y'all think it's possible that the next president gonna be female?
I mean, the world changing.
The nigga was tripping up the steps the other day, right?
Like for real. I lost so much faith in this just
Man,
after this election, man.
But this what I'm saying. All right, then. But even when people say that, right? Man. I'm like, yo, what presidency in the history of the United States ever was really for the people? Like, which one? Like who? Like what president y'all know? Like what the fuck we getting caught up in?
I guess that's why we hope some shit was gonna change.
If you look at the last 12,
shit did change. They try to make her wear 2 masks and stick shit in there.
Bro, in the last 12 years, when have you ever seen the black vote so important? Like these bitches didn't even want us to vote to begin with, but now we got the most important vote out there.
And it made the difference too.
You know what that means?
It made the difference, but yet there's.
Oh, it's so much in that conversation too. Like
they corralling they
Democrats cattle. Was really the enemy at first, but anyway, that's another conversation.
They corralling the cattle, right? We don't need no loose cattle,
basically.
So get them niggas to pay attention now. It's easy to get them to pay attention. Put Jay-Z face on it.
Basically.
Shit, right.
And then
let me break it down to you. Jay-Z got the Ace of Spades shit, right? It used to be called something else. I forgot the name of it. It was a gold bottle too. So he bought it. Put the Ace of Spades on it. Blew it up and sold it back to them folks. You know why that worked? Because we buy everything Jay-Z tell us to buy. Yeah. So to get the money out of our pocket, we use Jay-Z face. We use Jay-Z face. I don't even think that nigga really got the money, because there's, like we say, money is just what they say we got. Yeah, type it in the computer. He got $1 billion, right?
He really ain't got $1 billion. We just say he got $1 billion because he's worth.
And he in position, right? So you use Jay-Z face to send it.
Yeah, that's the key. Is
because we weren't buying from them at first. We weren't fucking with that.
No.
Yeah. And Jay-Z ain't really talking to niggas like us. He talking to
a certain class.
The niggas who coming up with money. You know, these new entertainers and these new athletes.
Yeah,
they getting all this money right now.
Easily persuaded.
They getting a lot of money right now. So how can we keep that money coming to us? That's what they trying to figure out. Put Jay-Z face on it. Put so-and-so face on it. And sell it to them and keep the money coming back. Because we thinking we supporting Jay-Z. Yeah. He a whole government agent.
And all he did was get a check. His check being spent. And
he an agent.
Just building the corporation.
That's his job.
Yeah. Special agent. I keep saying they are special agents.
What the fuck T.I. done put out lately? For him to be so rich.
What talking about lately? They been canceling them lately.
Situation.
He probably put them bitches out of their house, but I'm talking about
the whole situation.
I just see he doing some movies.
He ain't do fed. That shit always.
I mean,
everybody over there at Rock Nation, they federal agents.
Even like with these motherfuckers, exposing entertainers. I'm like, yo, don't nobody give a fuck. That's their lifestyle. We live in something totally different.
But you know, the social media got it where everybody a celebrity now. If you got a Facebook page, you feel like that's your personal TV channel and everybody watching you.
Yeah.
And this would kill me because I get put in Facebook jail all the time. I be like, well, I can't say shit on here. And what can I say about it? It don't belong to me.
Oh, I just thought, you know what the illest shit?
This is my page. You coming on my page, bitch? You don't own it.
Says comment, doesn't it?
You know this out of Nazis' control. Just like it was done, they started small. Well, you know what I'm saying? Just saying, you know, we got a cancel culture where motherfuckers canceling shit because they feel offended. Yeah. Then they went from that to where now it's everybody against something. Everybody don't like
it.
Something.
Only matters
filtered than a motherfucker.
It only matters because we allow it to. We the one giving it the fuel.
Yeah.
It's a parasite. And the only way a parasite can survive, it gotta have a host.
And what you think about that? The cancel culture. Shit getting canceled. People going back saying
them motherfuckers ain't getting canceled.
Yeah, they ain't getting.
That's really make DJ Vlad doing better
numbers. I ain't watched the DJ Vlad interview since, but I seen the numbers. This nigga, you ain't canceling nobody, nigga. Nick Cannon got canceled.
Oh yeah, but see, he got canceled on a whole
different level. We didn't cancel him though.
Yeah, he got canceled on a whole other different level.
See what I'm saying? That's what I think about the cancel culture.
And then it be too. Sometimes information, you got to be careful with the information that you take in and how you put that information back out in the world. You know what I'm saying? especially when you.
Why you gotta be careful?
What happened to freedom of speech?
Yeah, man, this ain't
Basically.
even that no more.
Yeah.
It is freedom of speech.
It's just who
Yes,
it
it is,
applies
bro.
to. It applies to certain people.
Yeah,
It's freedom of speech because you don't own the platforms that you being censored on. Those are private platforms, and being that they private, they got all the right in the world to censor it. That's their freedom.
Checkmate.
because
Now-
that's their product.
That's right. So you can't get on there and say, "Oh, this wrong. We can't say this and that." That's just like if somebody come to your house, you say, "Hey, bro, don't smoke in here."
Yeah,
This is free country. This is my house, though.
True that.
See what I'm saying? You smoke your cigarette all you want, wherever you want, except
Just
in
not
my space.
here.
And that's what we getting confused at, thinking that that's our shit. And it takes, believe it or not, like this shit right here we doing, it looks simple, but we all know what it take to put the shit together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Checkmate.
And most people only see it from the other side, so they think, oh, it's simple. Why don't Master P or one of them rich niggas just start a goddamn a platform we can all get on? Cause niggas ain't gonna support that shit.
Yeah.
Because it take them to tell us they look at us and find out what's hot, then they take it, make it cool, and charge us triple for it. So until we can figure out how to have our own, we using their platforms to even do what we want to do.
Yeah, but to be able to have access to that type of creation, they got locked.
It's
They have
control.
codes
Because back in the day,
to be
before
able to
all
build.
this shit,
Yeah,
like parties and shit like that, concerts. Niggas was out here putting up posters and
yeah,
shit.
flyers.
Woo, woo,
I
woo.
used to be on fly team backpack.
And all they can do is take your poster down,
night.
but word of mouth, right?
Yeah,
Now, if it ain't on the internet, it ain't on the news.
Yeah,
it ain't happen.
man,
It ain't even happen. You know what I'm
need more
saying?
people.
So I was saying that because you said you got to be careful, and I beg to disagree.
Yeah,
They gon'
you cleared it up.
I mean, we on they shit.
Yeah.
We know we on y'all
Yeah.
shit, but
unless
fuck y'all
unless
too.
you own the site and you own the product, you basically gotta
Yeah.
play ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially when I wasn't looking at that
Yeah.
context. Like you at work, motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's exactly what. That's just
Yeah.
do what you do on your own time.
Yeah, but this ain't your time.
But you know we do drug tests though, right?
basically.
So we
Right.
control some of that.
Checkmate.
They don't pay you for getting up in the morning and preparing for work.
No,
You
just
spend
get
2
paid
hours
yourself.
doing some shit for work that you don't even get paid for.
preparing.
Then when you get off, you prepare to go back tomorrow. You don't even own you. Are we slaves to our jobs? Did we sell our souls?
It's just I think it's the concept of the society that we live in. This society is built off hard work and get money.
So you know how we sit back and say, "Oh, Kanye West sold his soul, right?" That man ain't doing nothing different than the nigga who been at his job forever and got the sweet position.
Yeah, for sure. We just got a different opportunity, and he is costing.
We just
us
watching heels.
basically.
I think we're all accustomed to always want more.
Yeah.
It's been, like,
That's
embedded in us.
that's a condition.
Yeah,
That's a
what-
condition.
I think it's
Program.
a perspective.
Yeah.
It's a perspective.
Yes.
Like
It's
you know,
conditioned
this
in
is
the
what you
program.
value. Yeah, this is what you value in life.
Yes.
Who
This is what you
who
You're
said
always supposed to have more. You're always
Yeah.
supposed to want more. You're always
more
supposed
of what
To, exactly.
and why?
And why?
You know
Why
what I'm
you
saying?
can't
Yeah.
Like I think like in the jungle, lions stop hunting after they kill it and eat. They lay and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody comes to nah, nigga. It ain't break time.
Up. You need to go to work, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to clock in.
You know what I'm saying?
See how
So,
you live.
what my nigga Big Guilt said back in fucking '96 or something. No more fishing for your fish. He said, run your hand over the scatter to buy your food now. No more fishing for your fish, nigga. You can't go out here and get it outside of the box, nigga.
Making it
And
very
this is a
difficult.
very
What?
this is a very controlled
They ain't selling nothing but
society.
GMO.
Basically.
I grow my own shit. No, they own the seeds. And they ain't selling them to you.
Basically.
You can't buy no fruit and take the seeds and grow nothing no more because the fruit ain't even got seeds.
Yeah. Or most of the ingredients that really help you get a real healthy plant is illegal. Because you can do other stuff with that kind of material.
Like niggas getting happy about the weed being legal and you can go buy it out the store. You know what that tells me?
They just put a $20 price on it.
No, the fuck they didn't. They took away the shit that we love about it and added their ingredients.
Basically.
That tells me that
Hey, I've been thought about that with all these different flavors. I was like, yo, you
Coming
remember
from them?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, you remember it only used to be like 3 kind of weeds?
Yeah.
You gonna do what
That's
now?
what I said. That's what it does. When I hear that, it tells me that I'm gonna have a better variety.
Okay, I will agree, but also, what is better, right? What if
My perception.
they put in stuff in? It's better weed, right? That gets you where you want to be, really want to be, right? But what if it makes you sterile? And that's the only weed you can buy is the
sterile shit.
GMO weed that you love because it gets you where you want to be, but you ain't having no kids.
Or your short-term memory is shot.
Is that a good thing? You know, to be happy about instead of growing your own shit and you know what it do, and you get high, and you and your wife make children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of course they talk about population control. We heard it out people's mouth like they trying to kill people, like literally. And then out the same people's mouth, we trying to help y'all take this medicine. That double talk. If you been around entertainers, you know, like rappers and shit, and street niggas and shit, you could peep. Nigga, I'm not getting lost in
what
that
they
song.
call that shit? They call that the double cross though.
Yeah,
Shit.
like Black Mama
That
said,
double
that
cross.
slick shit.
Yeah.
It's like you gonna give it to us and you got the cure. Hold on.
Nah,
No.
you want to kill me and you want to help me. You hold on. So all the people that you talking about wiping out, I ain't included.
I ain't
right?
one of them people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. What make me special enough to get the vaccination?
And it's been a lot said about
Why
this,
why am I
vaccination too, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and take it because I'm going tomorrow. I heard that it's something in there that prepares us for time travel, and the way the world is moving digitally and all that, I think it's locked into that, right? So if you don't take it when the transition comes, you won't get to go to the future. That's what I heard. But I'm not taking the shit. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna stay right here. But y'all was eating that shit up, right?
I knew you were talking
When I was
yeah,
about to drink a
alright.
shot, I'm like, man.
I was gonna
But if you
say,
think about it, if you think about it, if the world is moving in that direction,
Yeah.
and you don't take it, if they do hit a switch that activates something that's in it, it don't activate us
Alright.
to go in that direction.
So on some real shit. So, time travel. I think once it's done, it's done.
Do time exist?
No, not at all.
Ain't it always now?
It's always the right now.
You know,
It's
I don't know what else.
now. I'm just saying.
It's
I
space.
just saw you.
It's just a way to gauge something.
Yeah.
But that's another trap in
To
itself.
say that the rotation around the sun ain't a lifetime. The shit down every second.
Everything is alleged because can't nobody prove to me or take me to
yeah.
let me see
I'm talking about take me
anything
there.
rotate around anything.
Yeah, let me see that shit.
So as far as I'm concerned, I can say as within, so
I was
without,
about to
right?
spit my damn. They go back to almost everything we talked about tonight.
This whole universe is nothing but a reflection of what's going on inside of me.
That's a lot.
Y'all really don't exist to me,
Complete
to my
chaos.
real self. This is just some creation illusion. I mean, if they can tell me we revolving around shit,
Yeah,
why can't that be real?
Why can't that be your perception?
but it's like
Yeah.
that with a lot of stuff. Because I've even had the
I don't know
privilege
how you
of seeing
perceive
real
this
Amish,
shit.
and when I seen the
All
Amish, people,
matter.
I was just
Perception
like,
is everything.
Perception is everything.
Like I always say, if we sit right here, it's a 6 right here. It's a 9 to you. Who right? So perception is everything, and not just perception. Well, perception is a lot of our experience. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Individually, what we've been through. You know what I mean? That's what that's always where the back and forth come from with everybody. It's just all about where you from and what you experienced and this and that.
Yeah, what you know.
You know, so
And those fucking experiences.
so when a
is
nigga
different.
tell me he from the West Side and he West Side and all that, they tell me how I can gauge his experiences because that's what he identifies with.
Now I can go even deeper than that. It's a few times I've had this experience where someone said that they can't understand something, or I hate to hear the saying that you can't do this because black folks always the one that do this, or black folks always the one that do that, and that's just your perception if you never grew up. For instance, my household, I grew up with had white family members too. They cousin carry on shit just like we do. You know what I'm saying? So
you
it's
know
all
what?
in your perception.
I'm gonna piggyback off this. Like when people bring up black on black crime. If I'm around y'all two every day, and that's y'all the only people I see. When I do snap and get mad, who I'm gonna do that to?
The ones
you
you
around,
around, that's right. Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go
what I'm
looking
talking
for
about,
somebody
yeah.
to snap on when you the one made me mad. You right here. I'm gonna fight where I'm at, right?
No, that's where I'm at. That's what
So-
I'm around.
I'm sure Asian crime is the same.
Hey,
That's all they see is Asian people. Who they gonna kill?
Yeah, it's like that with every race, and
That's-
a
yeah, that's
proven
why I
fact.
think it's bullshit.
They kill
You know
more
what I mean?
of each other than anyone else. Just like black people kill more black people, white
just
people
wasn't put
kill
in
more
there.
white people.
Yeah, it just was
That's
put out
why I
for
say
Asian
that.
People kill more Asian people. I feel exactly
And then you
where
were
you're
talking
coming
about
from, though.
reparations. Who get that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People, motherfuckers
I'm,
everywhere.
I'm saying,
Do
yeah, I
mixed,
think
do
I'm
mixed
saying.
people get reparation?
I'm just what I'm saying.
Jamaicans,
You know what I'm saying? And then that too.
any immigrants get it. They
come-
niggas.
Oh man, then they come to that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
identity of a black American?
Yeah.
Like if you come from Africa, you're African. If you come from Jamaica, you're Jamaican. But if you come to America and you black,
So when
you're-
they got the
you're African
ADOS
American.
and FBA and all this
Yeah,
shit.
like
Yeah.
so since I'm from down south, I'm a
real
different.
trick.
Do
like,
you see the genius in the conquer and
Oh
divide?
boy, that
Oh,
shit's so
man,
super
divide and
super
conquer. That's a
duper.
master plan right
I got
there,
it.
man.
Man.
That's a master plan.
That
That's
is
a master
genius,
plan.
my nigga.
And that's what I be tripping off of. So I'm like, so you're African American, but you could be Jamaican. It don't matter where you from, but you're African.
No,
American.
nigga, you pick cotton and I make the beds in the house.
So we ain't got no identity. So we
Shit.
not Africans or
Me and Master got an
Jamaicans.
identity.
Even when we have an identity,
You know what
it's
I'm
just,
saying?
I don't know.
Haitians and
It's
shit.
like all people find the easiest and
Cause
most
I could be
ways.
black. I could be from Jamaica and come to America and be a black American. And motherfuckers will never know.
Black
But
ain't
I
even
can't
the-
be a black person and go to Jamaica and say I'm from Jamaica.
You know what the black?
Kill
You
me,
know what
man.
the? You know what the term black is in law?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing. You
So-
don't even have an identity.
So
yo.
that black shit, you can leave. I think I'm something.
yeah.
Matter of fact, they locked me up. So if I'm nobody, why they fucking with me?
Checkmate.
Who am I? Who are we? So, and titles is just boxes.
It's just like I say, it's all on the society, the perception, and things we see, and what make things move around us.
This society fucked up because of the hand that
Yeah,
we feed from.
Yeah.
And to everybody know what a phoenix is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It burns, catch and to ashes, then it rise from the flame, a whole new one. And sometimes shit just got to burn all the way the fuck down to get it right. And we ain't willing to let go of our toys and trinkets. We comfortable in captivity right now.
Yeah.
So until we become uncomfortable and burn this bitch down, it's gonna be what it is.
It's like that's like say, it's just like the ultimate sacrifice.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Like
Exactly.
you really ain't about that shit if you don't want to die for it. If you ain't willing to die
And
to
that's
see the
freedom.
people after you,
I
live
say it all
better
the
than
time.
You, then I don't want to hear that shit.
Death is freedom.
Yeah.
Death is freedom. But they taught us to be afraid of it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna live forever.
And the
You
only
gonna
thing
get you
we'll-
some kind of way.
And the only reason, even if we don't believe what they say death is, we still afraid of it because we don't know what it is.
Basically.
It makes us uncomfortable. And you know why we so uncomfortable about it? Because we addicted to our ego. We addicted
Yeah.
to life.
And it's just so much different things. Like when you wake up in the morning, you glad to be alive. But then it's like, all right, here we go. Now I got to deal with this.
Yeah, are you really?
This.
I got to go hang chickens. I'm not thanking God for that.
Matter of fact, fuck that. I just don't want to even get in my car.
That's the real shit.
This is
Your kingdom
chaos,
is within.
man. It's insanity.
That's what I've always said. The kingdom is within.
So
Of course.
You gotta find some peace. You
Of
gotta
course.
be able to separate yourself from this.
I tell people all the time about the monks, how they tapped into some shit because there is no distraction.
Yeah.
The only thing they had to deal with is self.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
a dream, right?
What they got these deprivation what they call it, the deprivation tanks where you go in and land the water and shit.
Yeah.
Sensory deprivation. It's like going on a trip, like psychedelics, because you ain't nothing else to bounce off of. You got to deal with self.
Yeah.
So you end up for hours, and everything that you suppressed, even shit in your subconscious, it jumping up because you done ran out of shit to distract you. And once you run out of shit to distract you, you ain't got nothing but you to deal with. But once you deal with you, and you can stand on what you're dealing with, that's the freest you gonna get.
Yeah, hey, and
It's
then
when you
enjoy it,
when you
When
assassinate
accept
the
that.
ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wake up like this
You
week,
know.
this week, and
Humble yourself. That's what I had to do.
When I say
assassinate my
ego, I don't mean like bravado. Ego meaning this what we call life.
yeah, just being able to separate.
That
Just
from-
separate this.
You
that
know what I'm
from
saying?
this.
The ego is the without, and the opposite of that is the within. And we can't go within because we got too many distractions.
Yeah.
Like phones ringing and shit.
Yeah.
Gotta answer the phone.
Oh,
I gotta
move.
take care of the kids.
Yeah, I gotta hit a
I
shot.
gotta go to work. Whatever you say, man, none of this shit matters.
For
Fuck
real.
all that shit. And then be at peace.
Oh,
Yeah, like you say, the monks they able to tap in to have that moment of what they call that serenity.
silence
just-
or serenity.
yeah,
And somebody,
Yeah.
I read, I forgot what book I read it in, but the place that people really trying to find that they call peace is that spot between the exhale and the inhale.
yeah.
When you get right there, that's the perfect balance. Like, and it's hard to get there because you breathe in and you can't stay there.
Meditation.
That's
is
duality.
breathing.
And that's the nature of this realm we live in. So,
Because when you think about dreams take you to so many different places. And that's sometimes I wake up like, man, my mind just was tripping, boy. Why did I dream about that tonight? You feel me?
Subconscious mind at work.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
And it's like it is like you trapped up in a realm the way you forget about that. It's a lot more than this.
Man, it's years of my life that I'd absolutely forgotten. I don't remember none of it.
Yeah, I do too. It's like it didn't even exist.
Exactly, like, so,
Cause somebody could tell me something and I'd be like, I laugh, be like, but at the same time,
yeah, because you know, like, say, let's just go 20 years ago, right?
yeah,
Everybody who knew you knew that version of you. So they bump into you 20 years later, and you still that person. Like, in my head, sometimes you still, you know what I'm saying?
And let's all together
But it's
right
20
now.
years ago,
Yeah.
you feel me? And you not. I mean, you that's part of you, but you grew. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You've evolved. And people can't accept that sometimes. That I understand that you think this of me because of the experience we had together. They see you as the experience they had with you. And they kind of treat you that way. And they get disrespectful sometimes. Cause like, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
trust me, I know. Like, bro, I don't even play like that no more. Like, oh man, I'm in, like, nah,
I'm
man,
on
that
something
ain't what we
different.
do.
Yeah, on something different.
You know, it's just like with this podcast I'm trying to do right here. It could go a certain way because everybody know me for doing a certain thing, but I grew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm in essence I'm still doing this the same thing. It's just a different aspect of what everybody know me for.
Yeah.
And if they could grasp that concept, because what they know me for is that, but the jewels was always in there.
And now I can give you more.
I'm just stripping that off
Yeah.
and getting straight to the jewel.
Yeah, let me give you this, because this what you know me for. That's good, but
Because we
it's
want
a
to
lot
be
more to this.
entertained.
Yeah, it's a lot
People
more
want to
to
be
this.
entertained.
Exactly what it is.
And I know what to do to make my shit go viral.
Yeah.
But I ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? It's certain stuff I ain't proud of about myself. And you know, that is what it is.
Like
but
us all.
Oh,
but I'm not promoting that.
Well, no. Like you say, you always got to have a lane. Like, all right, leave that over there. But eventually, you gonna get tired of seeing that.
You know, it's just like
I got your lane over here.
if somebody
come on over
if
here,
somebody
get
become a minister and all people can see is that dude he used to be, they not gonna accept the message.
They're not gonna accept the message. You're absolutely right.
And so I need people like you guys to bounce off of for different perspectives, because I know people that tune in, most of them know me to some extent or in some capacity, and they can't grasp their mind around what the fuck I'm doing
I'm
right
like, what did he just say? Like, hey, you know, he thought
The
like
rapper, like it's the
Like,
rapper,
huh?
like he can,
that. Like, it really
yeah.
makes some sense. Like, you know, I thought I was a person.
They
like,
want
you know,
me to sing and dance with them.
Yeah,
And
nah.
I ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like,
But
come over here if you
I'm
want to
at a
think about
space
some
in my
shit.
life where I don't entertain niggas no more, man. I don't
Yeah.
sing and
From that
dance.
moment,
Like, come get some of this food,
elevated from that
man.
movement.
I
It's a
can't
different
do it.
movement.
It's enough of that out there. You don't need me to do that. It's
right.
something I'm here for, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. And I'm sure this has something to do with it. So I'm doing this. That's why I was doing that. Because I knew I wasn't just here to be here. You know, it's like we all part of this big body, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can't see every particular cell in the body, but every particular cell got a job to do.
Yeah, and everybody
And-
got to play their part.
Yeah, for you know.
Everybody not meant to be the boss. Everybody meant to be the leader. Everybody not meant to do nothing.
But this
Everybody
Ponzi scheme got us judging
I swear, like,
and putting people on pedestals and forgetting about checking on self.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing in the world sometimes. Every mirror in my house broke because I don't like looking at me. It was a joke, but you see where I'm coming from.
Shit, man.
what
I thought you had some inner ghosts you were dealing with or something.
I do. That's my point. That's my point. We all do.
Yeah, we
We all
Everybody
do.
got their own demons. Everybody got their own.
That's what makeup for.
Yeah.
Cover up the demon.
I know who I am, and the Father, well, I think I know who I am. And the Father, I can get away from what I don't like about that and receive outside accolades. You know, it becomes a drug. I like when people tell me stuff I like to hear about me. Because inside, I know it's not the truth. That's why I can't tell myself that. Because
and I can't believe I did.
I
that
can't lie to me.
shit. Yeah, I can't believe I did that shit.
I'm saying when somebody come up to me and tell me, "Hey man, I like how you did such and such," but inside I'm like, I really fucked that up.
Boy.
I appreciate what they saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Critic,
saying.
yeah.
I know. Yeah.
That's how I am. most of the time.
So once I get to liking people doing that, I get caught up in pleasing that and not being true to what it is I am. That was the whole brainwashing with the entertainment, because I was an artist first,
yeah.
and the entertain and if people take my art and they like it and they entertained by it, so be it. But it got to where I wasn't doing art anymore. I was just servicing entertainment for people. So I'm not me. I'm not what I am no more. I'm just they tool.
Different.
I'm
shit.
they clown. So a person don't understand how I would get offended when they be like, "Hey, sing that song."
Yeah, like that's
Fuck
all.
you talking to?
Sing and dance, oh monkey ass.
That's-
Oh, but you see people, all they do is start rapping your verse. Like, I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
do that shit, man.
yeah. So it's a hard pill to swallow because I did that. I created that monster. I can't be mad at them.
Yeah, and then loved it while you was in it. So don't get it
I got
twisted,
addicted to it.
I'm talking about, boy.
I got addicted to it. It was my drug.
Like, where we going next, baby?
It was my drug. And then that spills over into the art. Because of now you living in a different space. So you rapping about that space. And that's an artificial space.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a very temporary one.
Yeah.
Like my man say, the game is deep, but the fame is brief. Will they love me? And will they still love me if I leave the game? You know, all that shit come into play. And that ain't nothing but addiction to ego.
Yeah.
Because when I was 5, you can ask my mama, if she told me to go to my room, I was fine with that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no challenges in my room really but me.
Yeah.
I can only challenge myself to do something with whatever I'm left with in my room. But I go out there though, whatever I like to do in my room, I bring it outside. And I rap, and people like, this nigga's weird.
Yeah, I remember when rapping used to be weird.
Maybe I shouldn't do that in front of nobody. Now I'm ashamed to be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when rapping was weird.
So they go back to the bullying. But ain't nobody finna sit here and convince me no baby born wanting to wear a dress. That is conditioning. Fuck all that. Fuck the bullshit. Miss me with the stupid shit. Yeah. Now, if you decide that you like to do some shit, you make decisions as you grow and you experience shit.
And it's
that's what it is.
To your experience, that's all.
But my daughter's 6. She not telling me what she is and ain't gonna do right now.
She want Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fish
like
fries,
when you born, you don't know you're gonna die. Somebody told you that.
Yeah.
That's why you're so happy as a kid.
Yeah, because I remember
you have no concept of what that is.
Yeah, and you always remember the first time you realized it. Like I remember the first time when I realized you died.
That's what fucked my life up. To this day, I'm still there. When it finally, I was getting high by myself, and it hit me. One day, this all gonna be the fuck over
about, boy, Big Mama died, and that's what really happened to them. Damn, that's fucked up.
I just got in the space like, whatever I want to do, I better do it now, because I might not wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I remember I went to my grandma, was like, Grandma, one day you gonna die? She's like, yeah, baby, one day I might have to leave.
We got to go.
So don't you ever worry about it. You live your life to the fullest and live it for you. I was like, all right, word. That's the last thing you had to tell me.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. I think people take it as a negative when I talk about death.
No, it's part of life. It's the completion. It's
so I started studying death.
Yeah, I went down there a little bit too. Like,
so it come out weird when I bring what I learned outside. You know what I'm saying? All that time, everybody like, man, that nigga don't do nothing but get drunk and whoop the whoop. The whole time I'm getting drunk, I'm studying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I came real close to being at peace with leaving. You know what? Everybody coming at me like, man, what you gonna do with yourself? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to die, nigga. Y'all wasting y'all time, nigga. I thought we was going to heaven.
Hey.
You know, like
this shit gotta be better than this shit.
Something. There has to be. It is, obviously. I'm gonna get into some weird shit right quick then. So, my nephew was telling me some shit he came across about, man, they say you don't really die and you still be there, so people be coming back and finding their souls be finding bodies to get into. And I be like,
man,
nigga, you been watching too much TV.
Too much TV.
No. I'm saying I agree with him.
Who's to say?
Because I done studied
who's to say?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, to me, he late.
Yeah.
I'm saying, look at this transgender. Is that the right word to use?
Yeah.
Transgender thing. What if that's true? That souls are coming back to find bodies to get into. And
you ever seen that movie Black Box?
You die. You come back in a woman's body.
Ain't gonna want to play
I got to get rid of this. I want a dick. I want to change.
I can't believe you said that. So
I
wake up.
No, nigga, you die and you born. Your soul goes into right. Your soul goes
reincarnated. Like I'm a man, but I don't know I'm a girl. Or I don't know I'm a man.
No, it's just like people saying inside.
I feel like somebody else.
Yeah,
but that's coming through.
What if
like
that's
the person
that?
Who you
is
was
what I'm saying.
I mean, it's possible.
Hey, man.
Like you said before,
It is what it
it's
is.
factual opinion because it makes sense. Like,
My factual
because
opinion.
if you think about all of these different concepts and shit, when you really think all about it, it's like, you know what?
Maybe
Anything is
who's
possible.
to say, especially
Yeah,
when it comes to
That-
something like death.
You feel me?
Every time somebody tell me something, and I might not necessarily agree with it, or I might know better.
Yeah.
I'll be like, who told you that?
Then I
Like, motherfucker gonna tell me, ain't you too old to be wearing your clothes like that? Who told you that? Like, somebody, don't you know in places in the world where they don't even wear
I'm
clothes?
talking about butt naked.
So what? So why can't I wear what the fuck I want to wear? How I want to wear it?
They want us in them skinnies.
How does the way I dress offend you? Somebody told you who you supposed to be?
Oh yeah. Or why you even give a fuck? Or why did that even cross your mind? That'd be my shit. I go all the way to the core of this shit. Like, what made you think about saying that shit?
They feel uncomfortable. It's the same thing with the VC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The shot. It's the same thing. It's people that's gonna look at each other a certain way if they do or don't take it, right? Because somebody told them to think how to think about it.
Yeah. But
They're not thinking. How do I feel about it, right? They giving you a list of shit to think about, and then telling you this will fix it.
Basically.
Now, a motherfucker sit here and say, "Well, nigga, you drank a fifth of liquor a day. You might as well take the vaccine."
Hey, that's the craziest shit I ever heard.
But it's the same thing if I sit here and say, "Well, shit, I don't know what's in that," and whoop, whoop, whoop. Nigga, you ain't asked Paul my son them.
I swear. Damn, sure ain't asked your boy.
But it was
Don.
my choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's your choice.
Now, okay, people still gonna judge me because I'm an alcoholic, right? But now, my family is not gonna allow me in their homes because I'm not vaccinated.
Yeah. Or I can't travel.
Or
I can't travel.
since we
freely.
got the transgender thing movement going ahead, if you identify as a female, but you a male, but you a female because you identify one, and the law says that you can do that. Well, I identify as a vaccinated person. Can I come in now?
Or President Clinton.
Hey, boy.
Or
it's
a
like,
giraffe.
Or a giraffe?
They got some motherfuckers out here that identify as dogs and cats and animals. Like, when the fuck is this shit coming to, yo?
Because maybe some of them people ain't people.
Well, they go back to some old information.
My nigga, talk about it. Listen, man, this ain't the place. And this ain't the time to be scared to say some shit, man. Because that's what they trying to make it.
Yeah.
I done
been exposed.
I'm through getting embarrassed. Man. I've been embarrassed all my life about shit.
Yeah.
It is what the fuck it is, man.
It always is.
I know it, but I'm trying to divorce my ego at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
divorced mine yet.
But to even exist on this plane, I got to play the game.
I
That's why I'm in
got
front of
to.
the camera in the first place.
Got
Yeah, I
to.
got to. You got
Because
to.
I'm
bro.
playing the game.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather not be.
Yeah.
I'd rather like-minded niggas or niggas who or people in general that agree with some of the mindsets I have. We all just get together in the field somewhere and pass the blunts and pass the word. I don't need no stage. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what got me fucked up in the first place. Is getting caught up in ego and attention. And I thought I wanted it, then I got it. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
It's shit I like to do that I don't want to do in front of everybody. And that's ego too, because I'm scared of what they going to say when I do my hair run. You feel? Can I do me and go to sleep? Can I nod off in peace without you judging me?
Crazy. Hey, add it down.
Fuck, man.
I love that shit.
Fuck them and fuck that.
Fuck 'em, yo.
So, man, I appreciate y'all guys, man. Find
yeah,
some time
for
to
sure.
fuck with the kid. You feel me?
Likewise, bro. Enjoyed it.
Is it anything y'all guys would like the people to get in tune with you?
For any drywall or painting needs, you can contact 470-513-1063. Had a good time, enjoyed myself.
Any
brother.
social media they can follow?
John Andrews.
Or DJ Atlas, slap your ass in the face. I got Atlas whipping the world. It's coming soon. Little Cookie Sean be kicking shit.
Yeah, yep.
Y'all be on the lookout for that. As far as following me and all that, man, if you know me, you know me. If not, you see me on the other side. Check out Atlas whipping the world. I enjoyed this. This is my family. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's been a pleasure, my G.
Peace.